So fast fashion, right? Pretty simple stuff. Polyester blend, blah blah blah. Here's some sand, ground up, chunked up rocks. Any copper over there from any and all of these, waste electronics, about these waste classes, cycle. It turns out really amazingly, if you put them in a vacuum and you just move the cloth around, or then you just get the right kind of gas, which is our atmosphere. So I'm pretty sure you have that. Just so using it, you know. Turns out it makes an electrically conductive cloth. The sand just needs to be took off. Nanograms per square inch. It actually adheres. Isn't that interesting? It adheres. Some copper. That's it. Yeah, that's all you gotta have. Yeah, it actually adheres for a very long period of time. It's very hard to get them off. Even when you wash them with a washing machine, a whole hell of a lot of water and detergent, they don't like to come off and then stick. Now, there's a reason for that. It's called covalent to ionic bonds. So the covalent is a shared in no way. Okay, it's just two Hall effects effectively next to each other. Electrons doing their thing, kind of wiggling and jiggling, and they kind of go, electromagnetically, I kind of like you. All right. Now, that's not how they describe it, I'm sure. They use some big fancy words, but that's effectively all it is. Now, it then collapses as that discharges, and so the electron gains a bulk, and it goes somewhere else. Instead of going lower to a lower state on the electron orbital, or even going into a virtual state, it decides to leave because there's already an electron there. And so it goes to an ionic bond. Now, this is one of the cheapest, fastest, most efficient methods of having an ionic bond form. But we're talking nanograms. What are nanograms? What are we doing this for? What is this for? What's funny, though? If you happen to know about the higher salinity content at the surface level of an ocean, because of the evaporation, along with all the little creatures that are there that have a huge amount of oil in them, typically, you go, wait a second, with this carbon, too, that's there, I could ultimately go, huh, wait, there's a difference between lower down in the water and at the surface and in the air of charge. The oceans are ginormously huge piezoelectric. It's always doing it at all times. Our brains were like with this thing, and my car unlocks itself further away. Turns out there's a little oil and salt and water in there. Some other compounds like phytoplankton and whatnot. Yeah. Doing their own electrical effect, right? Continuing to do electricity while they use light, a little bit of a saline like water to increase their ability to do photosynthesis. Something we've done in the lab a lot, actually. What if I turn that into a battery generator? It's already a really hot ocean. It's already gaining a little acidity. What if I just generate it? What if I just use the electricity on tap to separate it automatically? Get rid of some of the acidification, cool it off a little bit, gain a bunch of electricity, and then process. And ultimately filter everything out too. Oh, MIT, oh no, the different charges. The water filtration with the different charges is back. No! We don't want that in our ocean. We're not mining or doing anything. We're getting rid of all the fucking plastic. Now, why do we need this cloth? Why did you start off with cloth? What is this cloth for? Davey Vance now, angry. I can't believe, how dare you? How dare you possibly in any way say that we're bad. And it's like, okay, well, I thought it was pretty obvious. You have to keep a certain kind of vortex and, air sort of going around in a given pattern over and over and over on a buoy. Because you're smarter than me and you already know everything. You already know I'm wrong. There's no way. You can't manufacture that. I've never even tried to. But it's not, they do it anyways. They would. It would be done already. People don't want to use trash. That's trash. I made new stuff with my manufacturing technique. It's all my new things with new. That's why you can't use troughs and very little water with a suspension bridge like what is it that? A belt that conveys things to somewhere? For all your sewage. What is this, trash? What if I just put the right shit in there and it broke it all down? But I get soil and battery, carbons, alkalines, acids. It has to be this is with the soil that goes to the farm area that is semi-sealed open, and then water comes off more light, burns the shit out of it like almost like a parabolic kind of mirror full of like lens of sorts. What's the water?
So, as a result of the audio becoming absolutely garbage, I'm going to tell you about this is just a trough that's a suspension bridge that happens to have a clay pot based oil self-sealed bearing that allows for a multitude of rollers that happens to have the cloth be suspended. Then it's actually made to become, which is a trough on the ground, a conveyor belt that moves sewage from one point to another. There's a nice way to seal that over at the top because that's pretty easy to do. You only have to burn it. Burning clay here happens to tend to make it quite impervious to the vast majority. You have clay? You can't find clay? You can't do clay? How did you have clay? What? You have clay. Anyways, point is, what this means is that it sends it, but it's also to farms. It's as a way to with Stirling engines that happen to have effectively another clay that you fire harden. Okay, which is pretty easy to do, but you actually can technically get away with light here. So, anyways, it doesn't really matter. It happens to make it so that way you can transport everything, and it moves it into this nice half pipe sorts, where you shit into a hole in the ground. Effectively, I know. Look, a crazy concept. Longest thing we've ever done in our lives. Been doing it forever. Shitting into a hole in the ground. Just happen to have a conveyor belt. Yeah, no, it's called a cloth that happens to be all half-pipey and it moves things between every single statically fixed point with cloth that then has other, like this rope that goes down that way. What's the cloth? It doesn't matter. Point is, I'll get to that. The audio was unbelievably bad here. I don't know what happened to it. It's already been massively altered in loudness, equalization, normalization, and other things to try and make actually something at all someone could maybe hear. Which is a whole thing, right? But getting into it later. Alright, I'm going to be a schmarmy dick to you that's quite sarcastic, and you're going to have to deal with it. Along with the fact that like this is to mostly go over, hey, that's hydrocarbons, that's soil, that's carbon, that you can turn into like I don't know activated carbon with steam activation here. There's light that can help you break this down. There's a way to seal it at the top, which is again another version of it. You've never seen tombs with like a taper and chamfer at the edges, where it's really hard to move the lid off and it's sealed for some reason. But wait, I thought you were shitting to the ground. No, I've never had any way of sealing this at all. There's no way. There's fire with clay, it makes it impervious to water, salt, acids, bases. There's trash in here. It can vase it on like a belt-like thing, a belt that's like conveying stuff to somewhere. This is what I said earlier. You might be able to pick it out. If you got that, congrats, you have way better hearing than most. But that's a nice little joke there, right? Nevertheless, it means you can put a light tube, same thing. You can coat the inside ultimately and have it shine, right? Light with it for nail like, I'm going to get into it. It's a whole thing. Point is, though, that means that later on there's this whole other thing. Oh my God, there's a trough in the ground. You could never dig a hole in the ground. For some reason. Now, this is somewhat to do with Africa, but it's actually really to do with anything! Like another planet on another fucking goddamn solar system, gravitational well around this other fucking supermassive black hole galaxy thing? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Point is, we're going to talk about a lot. This is very much a longer audio recording. You're going to have a lot of fun if you're not stupid, because you're going to enjoy me shitting on people that should shut up and not challenge because they think, if I challenge you, I'll look like I'm a smart one that knows something and you're not just explaining it to me. That's stupid as fuck right now. That's clearly a person that doesn't know anything at all. But no digression here. But yeah, no, the fire within the trough allows for you, of course, to actually fire harden it and make it quite impervious to many of that kind of stuff that's going to go in there. Along with, the right bacteria, the right fungus, the right, light, so on. It tends to help it, which is great. It also happens to, later on, do quite a bit where it happens to have much more light, as that's more of a dome now. The half pipe on the other side, instead of underneath, it's on the other. If you're a floaty thing, I guess you could become skateboard dude. The skateboard dude, float guy.
Is there any bells? What? I got clocked here, sorry. I just, made it not react to basically most of everything you have in there. But wait, it was easy enough to just heat it up like this other brick or clay in a fire of sorts. Then it was water, acid, and alkaline. It was proof to all of it. It was astounding how that worked out. Look how fucking crazy. Guys, do you know about this? You can just heat up clay in a fire. All of a sudden, it doesn't break down in water or acid or fucking bases like Drano. Kind of like your toilet, huh? There's no way that'll work. No, I just did it. I shit in one today. That's what I just said. I did that today. Are you sure? Maybe I don't know. Oh, no, I do. Yeah. Suck it. Let's talk about this a little further. A little more. Okay? It's like, wait. This doesn't have anything to do with this ginormous battery generator, ocean, and a lot of lakes and seas. Yeah, depending. Yeah, no, like, no, there's no minerals there. There's no little critters, just hanging out like bacteria and shit. There's nothing like that going on. Not even a small amount. No, it doesn't exist. I don't even need saline for that shit to work. What do you got over there? A rock? I can still do it. It's like, wait. But the cloth will vortex it. Yeah, I just need to say that you didn't do that. Like, no, but see, that's so expensive. Buoys? Who has the ability to make a fucking floaty thingy? Oh, it's cleaning and separate all the plastics and shit. It's automatically making electricity. Break them down. Turn them into soil. Yeah. They're in potential states as their molecular componentry. Yeah, it's a theta state. Yeah. You know what it means? My electrons are slightly more like this right now. And with this given type of energy input, I then have it turn into heat. Well, I already put in energy, so what do I need to do? Do I need to be near a catalyst or something? Probably. Here's some light. Oh no! What did it manage to do? Break itself down further? It's now elemental instead of molecular. Oh no, I could never use elemental components. There's no way. Hyper pure fucking elements that separate them. Although to be fair, there's salt there, and they'll go back together. There's some hydrogens and oxygen and stuff. Anyways, point is, they'll probably combine later in this tube. Heating and cooling, piezoelectricing, triboelectricing. Yeah, charge differences. That's all it is, really. Probably got some force too when I did that. Yeah, what if everybody wants me to slow it down and have it just like rain back down over there, further away? Wonder if I can just get like this buoyant balloon of sorts. It has like an oxygen, hydrogen, and it goes through this like light kind of area, and they kind of combine. Always kind of holding their pattern in a circle here. Using multiple buoys, it seems like, to feed it. That's a lot of bladeless turbines coming out. I tell you, I like that. That bladeless turbine stuff. That's good shit. Look how efficient it is. Just raining down. It's all like, I'm condensing. I'm just raining down. Rain. What if it had basically nothing but some cloth from a lot of the stuff that we throw out that's hard to break or something? Could it just survive in all these massive waves? You think? I think it could. Especially if it's like, oh, I'm able to slide around with these like springy, sliding tubes that go to me, Something like flexibility allows for you to be.
How's work to handle the weather? Weathering the storm, maybe, huh?
The young sapling does it.
So since it's connected to multiple buoys, it's able to ultimately create multiple different air currents that help it to move as one, but be flexible as the young sapling, if you will, to the oak. See, the sapling bends in the wind, the storm of life, and the oak falls over like LA and becomes burned with all the fire. Wait, pretty sure that was the oak. Wasn't that the oak? Did I say oak? Were you paying attention, you little fucking cunt? Which one did I say?
I have to see it to believe it. I have to see things. My eyes are amazingly great at seeing.
Fucking air!
How the fuck do you see anything? It's like fog everywhere. How do you see anything? What is this? I'm blind! Blind people can just see all fucking things, you know? But that would be interesting, wouldn't it be? Like, I saw all the things. My eyes went down. How many fucking photons? What? Oh, it's electricity. It burned itself out. Yeah, see, photons hit the cones and rods that are just electrical signals. You know what I mean? When they go, there's like a little charge difference as it wiggles and goes right up into your brain. Yeah, it's an organic version. Organic physics. Anyways, moving on. No, we're talking about the deserts now. We don't want to talk about that. And the bogs. And my forest that can do this. Every single piece of land has different versions that can be done with this. Look at all my trash. Huge landfills. I never decided to use any of it to make this at all for some reason. Terrible. Who's going to manage all there's no forest people? You don't have forest people that manage your forests? You don't have any? Nothing? No? That's all privatized? That's what it is? It's got to be privatized, right? I guess they won't be able to fully monopolistically control all of your fucking energy by doing that. And even your ideas of what
could or could not be done. What?
It's impossible. You wouldn't have a status quo that will scare you into submission if you don't go along with it. How would I get the money? I need to make it so a whole bunch of people agree. I have to get all of the fame and fortune for all these people. That way they'll finally know how wrong they are. And we can all do it together. You're talking about a different problem. That's a societal, social construct psychologically, and how you definitely influence and impact each other with interference in between, with this interactivity going on. No, my radiation information, as I say things and put it out there on a net of sort that's dimensional, like a web connecting tubes and vibrations in the air, but not sound. You can't see them. How are they there? Well, there's different music. I'm already a good. Turns out, very minimal. Basically means that. Oh, but what if you spread that over all this? How much electricity with the light and that can we recover? You know, that little ball over there, you know, doing the 100,000 some years for finally come out of it and go, yo, what's up over there? Boom. I'm not going to really have much of anything except to constantly, like I'm absolutely zero levels of energy heat in me. But, you know, I'll move up and down through all these wavelengths going on for the space-time continuum.
Basically, a large amount of how thermodynamics and fluid dynamics work together in a multitude of us as people, our self-interaction and interference with our own self-awareness, which is us then choosing to view various biases as not biases, weight our decisions, how it interferes as a group or individual to a group or individual to individual in a wave-like fluidic thermodynamic pattern and how that seems to reference itself quite very obviously and very well for quantum physics, and why obvious quantized particles are doing that with these sensors and data collections and detectors that are clearly influencing and interacting, interfering, impacting. And there's another fifth eye, actually I say it later, about how that's going on, and clearly is a point of spatial temporal area that has a more resistance in no way. It's actually more resistant to things trying to continue on through it unabated, which is why it's a sensor. That's the whole point of a sensor, you fucker, right? Yeah. That means there's energy being put in, and then it goes to the least resistant path of going along with it. Together as a whole bunch of people then go and do that. It also happens to input its own wave frequency. Wave frequencies, by the way, which definitely align themselves together to be less resistant to continuing together as those wave frequencies. You know, this sensor and detector that clearly, like, was there heat in this slot or an electrical possibility here? Maybe there was other light moving through on another way that happens to be moving in a particular wave frequency, altering observation, its perceived look in a thermodynamic conservation of energy manner of an entropytic variety. I don't know. Maybe you're dumb, fucker!
How would that transfer in this fluid-like substance that has various area fields of effect? Well, it has this initial, kick from the electron. I thought it was a converter for different people that create this thing that's a relay of information as to what that music is like with all other things. Then the vibration travels out. When it finally decides to go, I interacted enough and interfered enough. Done. My wave frequency, that is actually just me traveling really slowly in a thermodynamic thing. This one's a funny one. I always love doing this for special relativity because then people don't actually understand it.
You don't know why this is funny? Because you probably know this already. If you walk and you slowly step forward, imagine if somehow every step happened to travel this extraordinary distance every single time. Now, the reason why this looks funny to us is because it looks like you're traveling where, if you could see that person, quite slowly, like you're slow walking, and yet you just moved around the world a couple of times, or at least 1 point something, because you're traveling near the speed of light, this 99.999928884%, because to fuck with people effectively, I like to do that. I'm sure someone will try and do the math out there. But if you look at it, here's another way to think about it. I do this towards the end. Turns out I'm leaving some of this in specifically to show you how garbage my audio had become. Not saying nothing other than, yep. So, here's you in a truck or car, and you just move your hand up and down, okay? And then you drive the car really fast. Now, if you watch the synovial waveform, if you track your hand while you're doing that, it gets elongated. Now, we use that for a thermodynamic energy constant in photons that happens to make a wave frequency. Now, they say it's not, but you see, the problem with them is saying that they're wrong. They're factually incorrect in all ways. clearly there's thermal information going on in that photon. And it's not an absolute zero, you fuck up retard. That definitely means no matter how hard you try, it goes wiggle wiggle. In a frequency, man. It's like become the universe's wave energy everywhere, transferring between different mediums, dude. You know, how you're already doing it, you're already a hippie, suck it up. You're a hippie like the rest of us. Become a part of it. Oh no, I just happen to be like more like interfering with other things that are my frequency. Really? You fucking, you don't say, stupid, huh? My bad weakly interacting force of a very small scale that has a different type of charge and pressure difference that is sensed this way, not that way. I don't think that's a way to sense anything. That is the weak force. It's a pressure and a not a pressure, okay? It's pressure and not a pressure. It aligns itself as a result of that. You fucking suck. I hate you. I hate this fucking stupid ass recording. Happened to bork its ass up. This was amazing. It's going to be all the fact that, like, hey, guess what? As you walk, you look like you're slow walking. You're just slowly walking that way. That's what it looks like. You are slowly moving your foot and then it touches the ground. But you traveled this far. That's what you did. You know why? That's weird. Because everybody else went really fast compared to you. No! Time dilation, yes. Special relativity, yes. But what if it was a particle? What if it was your energy? Your fields moving? Huh? What about that bitch? Huh? There's no relativity. They don't get compressed. They don't slow down. So that way there's, in their special little area, more time for them to do things. No? There's nothing like that? What about the core of this fucking star? Taking 100,000 years to get light to us. Filter its ass through. It's because of dense. Oh, yeah, that's the only reason why, huh? Yeah. What is that? Space can become larger to where it's at? And so it's harder to hit something? Wonder if there was a thing like there was special relativity that you were talking about in a quantum manner. But no, it's not. It's my field theory. Fuck off with your informational field theory. It's relativity. It's classical. You fuck up. You suck.
If I were to walk, it's a regular walk, suddenly back. Not me. It's a lot of science here. I feel ready to be done somehow in the future. But the point is suddenly near the speed of light, near like 99.999928224%. That's just the bug. They'll probably try and calculate it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyways, it's all like, all right, so I was doing this, all right? But if you were to look at an angle just off the center of where they're heading, you'd see that they're just walking really slowly. Every step seems to go on forever. A big leap of falling down. That's all it is. That's all they did. Yeah, that's it. They slowed down. You all continued speeding up. But you weren't. You were going the same speed as always. Now, isn't that an odd number? It's almost like light does the same thing with this wiggle jiggle man. Oh, God. But it's absolutely... That's not... That small part not doing anything. It's not that. It's not. It's not allowed to be that. Oh, did it take up energy when it went through the slot? It's vibrations, man. What about this vibration of other photons, electrons in the area? Did they have a frequency? Yes. Oh, you influenced it with energy. So obviously it changed its wave function. Really? Yeah. So when I detect and measure something this particular way, would that alter the given frequency of the, oh my God, fluid thermodynamic system that has different mediums of density and propagation of information as a wave through it? Would that make it thermodynamic and fluid dynamic in a multidimensional movement manner? No, because we can't measure other than flat 1 point sometimes. Yeah, that's not how it works. You're clearly using your own waves, bro. They get disturbed by that wave, man. Vibrations of the universe. Yeah, I feel now. Become one with vibration. Oh wait, you're in yours. Look it up. Turns out you're doing it already. You hippie like me. You're hippie like my ass. Okay. So to move forward, like all right. So this bog, like these really cold. What is it? Snow? Is it sublimating? Is it moving? Have we ever had zappity zap bolts in snowy snow places? Yes. Oh, so there's a way. You have to put cables the right way with these cloth structures that manage some of it and absorb some. They'll bend in the wind. That's because electric too. Oh, that's true. Yes, I don't necessarily use it, but I suppose I can get even more. Why not? The sun does all the work. The very gravitational energy constantly as a potential pressure of our very atmosphere on it. Does energy. That's right, gravity energy is, of course, the air pressure. Something people tend to forget, you know. My piezoelectric, there's a vacuum here. I'm harnessing gravity. Air is rushing through. It goes as a diagram. Vacuum here, air goes through, it goes to a lower. No! It's aligning itself. There are some magnets, maybe some electricity as it has to flow through. You know, it's at a Z-plane, it's at electrostatic. Anyways, point is, you're going through even faster. The ball nozzle. The ball nozzle. Is there light there? Holy shit, I can do this even harder. More energy, sir! I don't need more. Get in here. Zap. Ow. Fuck. Bastard. You suck. Was there something in the air going through? Yeah, well, that's definitely a different charge, too. Wonder if I stalled them some air. And then things had to go around that just the right way and it caused. And wireless feeders that aren't connected. Vibrations inside of the bigger vibration. Ooh, with, and, you know, isn't that fun to think about? That's how your actual headphones produce sound. By the way, so it moves closer to your head, and it's a big, huge 1 hertz. You don't really, do much but then feel it. Usually, feeling now crabs. Lots of crab feel. I'm the feeling crab. Crab. Crush. Boost. Wait a minute. Turns out, yeah, there's a way to use acoustic and light tweezers to store a little bit that's there and let a little bit go and build up a charge, separate it, kind of like it's exploding. I'm walking up to the top of the mountain. I'm trying to make myself energy for what it's worth and not fucking think about. You're still walking, you damn bastard. Meanwhile, stimming, 88 stimming, talking about shit I enjoy. Oh yeah. The dog is doing his thing, sniffing shit. It's like, it's sometimes dumb. Anyways, point is, let's talk about how it's stupid as fuck to imagine we can't do this. All right, so stupid people, do it already. It's easy to do it. They would. They would. So easy. Why don't you with no money income? Why don't I? If I go to try and challenge you and say it can't be, to prove that you did not. I don't have money or. Really? Oh. Want to work together? Create enough energy? See if one of us is right or wrong? Oh, I'm sorry. That's potential. I'm sorry. That's money. See, it's a potential value that goes up or down towards giving goods and services based upon arbitrary perceptions, observations, if you will, towards various good and bad things going on with books. And in what do people believe the market can ultimately. Wait a second. Is that the material? Are you the substrate? Are you the medium? Are you? It's almost like it's still Model Slim. Quite it'd be really good at predicting. Maybe after enough time, it would achieve a p-value in a given area, a bubble that happens to, as it moves, calculate for you. Then you could use the bubble calculating for you to also observe outwardly, like your own stupid face was, with the gelatinous bit that go and eat and consume like light. Oh, I'm sorry, it got you after too. Yeah, but ain't that you know? And anyway, point. That's a night. You ate like very well. Bioorganic physics, already doing it. The science fiction. That's right, some science fiction. It's not possible. It's not a thing. It's not even being done right now. It's never been done. It's not happening. I don't know anything about this, but it's not. I swear. Tickety tack tack tack. People are fire against that with nose mask. I think you're high. I need to discredit you now. Make you seem stupid. Don't listen to the obviously correct person. Everybody go against them. Them trying to explain and show off that we are obvious asshole bullies is bad. Look at Trump and us. That's a good thing. Let's absolutely help Linus Sebastian. He wasn't that bad. That he yelled and screamed at Madison and tried to tank an entire company and then produced a bunch of slop. Tried to pass it out that they were good and he's paying me for what? It's obvious. Like, there is no way for you to make a cloth that does that. There's no buoys that have, there's no cheap material. There's no way for electricity to go through cable. There's no way to make, what is this? A trough and then I burn it. No, I can't dig a hole in it. No, I can't dig tubes. Put some fiber. What is this, cloth fiber? Oh, I put it in there, wove it around the right way. I burned it a little bit. Just a little touchy down. Last part of the burnt over here, over to that there. Over there. Yeah, from down here and up to there. And I was all like, I wonder if I can polish this, have it reflect light. What if I made this tube shape so that way it bent the light and reflected it really well towards where I wanted it to go? What if I used like some concavities for nail-like? Even on the tube to redirect it. What if I used that as a way to constructively interfere different waves? I'm sorry, put different pressure waves into a bigger pressure wave that I wanted. That I was already heading that way. And there was the here. Constructive tube constructed, by the way. The vibrations of the tube help the actual lens itself. Oh, that's destructive interference. It's not pressure. It's not movement of relative information around things. It's destroying itself. You mean heat? I'm pretty sure all momentum is what you're talking about. Yeah, shut up over there. Oh, we got another one. Well, another mistake. Were they changing? Stupid. What are you? Well, the answer is write it in the comments. I will, hopefully. Point is, though, wouldn't you know it? I don't write it in the comments because she's gonna listen to this. Oh, there's no one. You're schizo now. There's no one. What now? Anything to discredit somebody in their ideas. We would do this already. Oh, we already went through that. No, there's no status quo. There's no obvious channels that they only man creative status quo. There's no large amounts of creative people that are not afraid of losing their career. Yeah, fuck you. I don't care. Let's just do it. Fuck you. I don't care. I don't have to work here. I do know my shit. I don't. I don't have to do that. I don't also have to ever bother with your fucking stupid college again. I can control all of my fucking possible potential just so I can get some funding. I don't give a shit about the funding. I want to do this. There's no way I need constant publish, play, work, only way valid, only way. It's the only way. I am Jan Lee Khan. Where'd it come? N or N? I forget which one. Point is, this is the only validity. You are only valid as a scientist. And as a person, really, because that's all you are as a scientist. As a scientist person. If you publish, the only valid news. No, there's no other places to publish, like even YouTube or anywhere, really. Yeah, hypothesis. Hey, you never know, you might want to try. You ever want to try that? It could work. Come on. It could work. Oh no, I have a 1460. Yeah. Oh shit, it's got layers. Down, below, up, above, floating around. Alright, I use poop. Get some dust from the air. You know what I mean? Seems like I'm growing my own crops. Just recirculating everything, renewing it, re-vegging it, re-fertilizing. Huh. What's the energy that keeps it going? Gravity, light, I guess. Pretty sure that shit's still around. As I said, it'd be good for a few billion, probably. I think I'm not going to live that long, but you never know. A few billion, if I was able to, I'd probably be off this planet. I tell you what, right now. The hell out of here. Anyways, so, those are the farthest north north. The farthest south. Those from the tireless mountains to the deepest valley. They can absolutely have all the water, all the food, all the electricity, all the communication. Wait a second. Isn't that like most of our fucking shit that we're complaining about all the time? Like, hey, well, you got everything else. Will you be able to help me heal like this? Yeah, I got some knowledge. I'll tell you about it. Fuck yeah, man. That's awesome. Thanks. All right. Yeah. Oh, that feels way better. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. I like that. All right. I'm going to tell everybody about that. All of it. Everything you told me and how to do this. But then they'll try and they might get it wrong. How many percentages? What's the allowable percentages of them that fuck it up? How could I help them to not do that? Can I get a kid or something? You think that'll work? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how. I mean, it's based upon. Oh, okay. So let's get together. Hey guys, what's the acceptable percentage of loss of people that do this correctly? Huh? You don't even do zero, so it can't be zero. There's no such thing as perfection. We all make mistakes. So let's talk about it. Let's just vote this in. Yeah, well, currently right now is 60% in all energy. And then we lose about more, particularly. This is a delta over time. When I thought about sending it to somewhere, I think it's only this 10%. This is just 90. Okay, so 10%. It really shows it can over time, as it travels through the cable, it actually becomes much greater. More the distance, the worse it gets. So we go phase, bangarang, phase, bangarang. We're gonna use these. Oh my God, this is an acoustic resonance trap. It's like a thermal acoustic resonance tube sending electrons back and forth as information. This can. Yeah, so is this. How come we don't just make it? Ooh, why don't we just do that? But electromagnetic counter goes against itself and prevents and becomes more resistant. Oh, so if I cut some holes here and put some lines through it, like panels, does that stop it? Well, it could. What if I phase it more like this and then it goes through the center backward? And it treats like this inward bound electrical magnetic field as a helpful opposing energy. And it decays off the excitation of electromagnetic field and as vibration towards the given direction involved, like limited flow.
By using the resistance and an inward bound skin effect that bounces off the outward bound electromagnetic Z pinch skin effect. So this is a type of both Z electromagnetic field and expressed out converted from electron movement in a bunch of tiny Hall effects of electron orbitals on the outside of the cable, right, which produces an electromagnetic field induction towards the center and it tries to compress it. Right, now they go with thermal and phononic energy, but like here where the resistance is actually being used for as it goes from the outside back inward, which of course means it's a type of connector on both sides that allows for that energy to use the resistance and the electromagnetic field and the electrostatic effect here and that thermal energy as a resonance harmonic phasing that actually uses it to flow it faster both ways. It also happens to create a vortex collapse field, this is described in my YouTube video, that bounces off and then flips back. So this is a good way to put it. It's like almost like a collapsing bubble that then creates a definite spin, unlike a wiggle jiggle spin. So that way it actually hits and then gets yeeted. It kind of like, spin this sling that nobody uses anymore. How about gravitational slingshot? How about let's go with that? How about go with it connected these fields and they bound together and they were like, yeet! They were like, you. And then all of a sudden, it went that way. As there was more resistance towards this direction! You fucking nuts! You cunty bitch fuck! Good! No, it's not any of those things. It's not allowed to be thermal, it's not allowed to be gravity, it's not allowed to be anything. None of this is allowed to be...
What if I just did... Yeah? Oh. So... It's pretty close to a superconductor. It uses the resistance, though. Different. See, no resistance.
It means it's a superconductor! None!
This uses to its advantage. Would that make it easier? If these people would listen to you, they would be quite cross with how stupid they are. If that's what you want to go with, that means that you're their teacher, then that's your fuck up, isn't it? Nice stupid over there, teaching the stupid. If you're above them, you're going to be above them. Good job. It's not working out for him. Those kids are really thinking. What's up, everybody? r/. Right. I know more than you. More word Superman than man than them. This is an appropriate response. In no way, kids. Look how stupid they are. Look how obviously insecure and acting like a toxic negative bully. That's abusive. This is normalized throughout our American culture. Really. They're upset I'm doing it to them. Harder than they could ever possibly. Do you see the problem? The difference that, well, they're going to kill all of us. They'll do that. Then we won't be able to kill all of them. Which I didn't say out loud, but, like, that's actually what I'm saying. The Jews. Gentiles are they gay? Is it too dark the skin? It's melanin. It's some fucking people. The hell is it? What about you fucktard? How do I kill you? No, they'll kill me! No! What the fuck? Damn. Oh no! They fell upon their own petarded hoisted sword. Whoops, dudes! I didn't see nothing. It looks like he fell. Yeah. Why don't you take that out? No, die! And you stabbed me! He's clearly delirious. He's clearly got psychosis. That's not something I'd ever do. Where's the camera? Prove it. There are witnesses. We all saw you fall on that sword. You're gaslighting me! That's not allowed! What? I don't see that. As a gaslight, I'm just telling you what happened. No way. And then the official record. There's no way. I'm afraid of them turning back onto me, all the things that we did to them. Oh, like we have to sort of stop to that somehow. It's gonna be a thing for sure. How drunk are you? Fucking stupid tones. Been getting into the nitric oxide again? Kill the brain cells? Oh, right, yeah. There aren't smart ones among them. The power of the altars. God, we are the ideology, jealousy, and the world. We are the only good guys from the God that's the only God. Huh? Anyway, it's only a way to make everybody have a very large amount of food, water, electricity, all of this, like internet, perhaps. Well, I can't put cables there. Where's the light? What is this light here for again? Oh, I'm sorry, the trough. I'm shining the light even through the trough. We're in Africa. Oh, anyway, I really think we need to be here. Doesn't really matter. Point is, he goes, wouldn't you know it? He goes, and changes. Why do you do that change? You know, interesting thought about that. Because there's no light at night. None. Not even a small, tiny, ultraviolet, microwave, IR, radio wave, fucking any X-rays. That doesn't exist. No way to use nothing like biological activity to break their... Aren't they already doing the biological activity? Yeah. I mean, there isn't a way, though. Oh, sarcasm, man. Oh, well, yes, no. Ah, my piezoelectrics got involved. Hey! How did I get all these electrons? Oh, dearie me. I don't even need the light. Oh, it just makes it faster when more people are sleeping. Hey, in person. Ah, interesting. That urination. Urination. Yeah, you feel it. You are filtering out everything, getting that excreted waste like you're a big mycelium cake. Just pissing away. From Korean. That's right. Comes out yucky. Look at that weather. I'm gonna die. Yeah. That's disgusting. I will just eat everything that comes out of you now. Yeah. Thanks, girl. Appreciate it. I do. I take that titty milk right now. Let's go. Woo! Hey guys. Related info. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's similar. Relate information properly. You'll be able to dimensionally think like the rest of us ADHD people. And this is a song. That's a song. This is definitely that song. Look what this means. Look how funny it is. Hey, shut up over there. They used me to become amazing. They use the power of that which they say doesn't exist to become more powerful. Why are you disqualified? You delusional psychotic bitch. It's not funny. We're not traumatized. Listen to me. You have no mental issues. So there is no therapy, medication that can change you. It makes you not. I'm not. Man, was traumatized. Dude. Because I want to believe that happy time is the music again. We'll keep telling you. Live through those tiny moments of happiness. Believe it's wrong. Somehow. Don't think. Believe that that's not the face like they say. Do it. You mean. You can't do it. Like lied about cookies. That's right, motherfucker. They got you a while back. That's your society and culture, bitch. Look at that shit. Look at this fucking stupid shit. Look at this. No! You'll be hurting me like I hurt you. You shouldn't have. Yeah, you're gonna keep hurting me. And hurting me. And more. Fuck you. It's done. No! No, dude. I mean, 3 murders in. No. That's murder. What? No, we would never use our fast array of army to crimes and subdue. That might be kind of funny. I'm taking this pill. Taking this pill. The bacteria stop hurting me. I would never open. The glue pill is in it. That's right. Literally. You're fucking alive, bitch. It's right behind you, dead inside. The metaphor also, like nature, particular phrase, is quite substantial. Now, let me just give a reward to my own here. Because that's not being conceited. That's called being actually self-aware. I am that. Sucks to be not you, right? Because you're awake now, is what they want to go with. I'm the triggered awake, not in any way awake. Elite. Sure, fucking holy shit, sure. Let me see what the snowflake has. Hey, snowflake, you can do this. Oh, smile. Okay, there we go. That was everywhere. I would have been some kind of palsy right now. And you could have, and I would have, and then I wouldn't have, and then my life. All that I thought, all that I believed. Psychological brain. Terror. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Hey, that's yourself. You're saying let go to yourself, you fucker. You dumbass. No. It's funny, but that's what you are. Insecure. They used to be that way. Look, the apple that would immediately, upon all of this information I gained by eating it, that would have made me immediately God-like and good, with no sins I could ever possibly do. You're not allowed to have it. What is this? Wait a second. If I had all the knowledge, I would just immediately go like, yeah, I was just about doing these things. Go back, I didn't even do that. Wait, what? Didn't read it. Let's figure it out. What? 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 No, they wouldn't use this as a propaganda. It could relate things, incredible things, things that were already happening as a result of the weather going on, relating it to people and situations that are coincidental. Quite often. They haven't done that. I remember. There's no con people you keep falling for. Hey, my MLM is giving me this. I need to sell that. Would you like some? Yeah. You're dying faster. Everything in this feels you fear. They said you please. You gave him millions of dollars. Your entire world has no boundary. I'm always consistent over all of history. Situations that precede you. So you to be this gullible, stupid, easily manipulated. Even the very thing you is quite obviously. Okay. No, my profit I like. My saints I enjoy. They are perfect. They never would have tried to manipulate us for power and things back in the day. Yeah, we would have killed them. They couldn't have swayed us to not do that and go after anyone else that tried to otherwise show what was wrong with them, saying it, and that they should have gone actual justice served to them. Any of the murdering rapists. Oh my. There's darn profits, I thought. They want it. There's profits. There's profits. PROFITS versus P. Has to be one word. Yeah, PHETS. Is that? Look! It's easy to manipulate. You need all. Yeah. There's no false position. Many people agree in the one, giving you confidence. Something that doesn't allow for people to do raw, quadra, ranting about it. I wonder if they understood that. Like, just realize, that guy over there is reality. Put through that to us and all of our best. Make it so that he doesn't make it so. I wonder if God would. Why wouldn't they? You know, it seems like probably that's just still free will, but he still helped you, educated you, didn't use profit. He's all powerful. I wonder if it's just that part. I wonder if he's like, no, but I couldn't have told them all the truth. They just wouldn't believe to make up a perfect future. Guys, oh yeah, no, it's not. It's strange thing. Yeah, I know. Oh no. I have to move forward. So the craft goes over to the fire. Well, a lot of this water then goes up. It's heated up with this light. Food. Goes through this, what is this? Through the soil that's mostly carbon, and then I put some sand in it. Oh, sorry. You don't like carbon. This earth ground shit. Shaped it in like a turbinal kind of pump like manner. Heat up the water rising into the breeze up above. Changing its heat. And then he possible oxygen and hydrogen. It was rather really quite pure water. And wow, carbon got activated during steam activation that thing spun and produced electricity. And less things and condensed down to a turbine, which this spot, and a big basin top way up there on some holes and lots of electricity poles and spot. Then there's a turbine from that down into this turbine. That thing with gravitation to get it through all of these and then there's this extra engine, really strong engine, and a fucking plate, like fucking damage maybe, perhaps, and like a cylinder with a vent in it, underground, a little bit over there, a lot of lights is shining on these things, and it's wow, there's a lot more surface area, actually a much smaller area, papering it, you know, and then the mass that moves with the storage. You ever store something in a mass that's like moving? It's almost like you just pump water and move like fecal matter, you know? Maybe gas, perhaps. It comes off and off gases, it turns and it turn together an array of all these old ass engines. There's furnace with like, I don't know, what is it? Is that like copper or nickel? Did you place that, you silly dingus? You didn't do that. Oh my god, I like those things. It's back to the same regular compressions. It's got oil in it. It's cool. I would never have that exhaust going neck engine behind. Oh, no, actually, I would have. You have to collect some of the driver coming off of it. Let's get the very high good. And you squeeze the things out of it. And I want to zap. You all like it. They don't bang. You know, that's very much for like internet. Or a spark plug, if you will. But you know, the nitrogen dioxide went bye bye. It's like there's so many of these massively old engines just flying around. What are you out of there, box man? Turn on the electric fucking generator. Oh shit. I mean the fan. Whoop. I don't have copper. Wow, don't look at that. Look at this. You said all of Africa. All of the world, no copper. Not even a little. What is it? Where did it come from? I want to know. Where did you fucking hide this? Where are you hiding more? Oh my god. I'm going to see another one. It's another fucking thing of copper. How the hell did you find it? I went over to here. And I found it. I don't know if I could trade some wood for something that's copper. You know, instead of going over there. I wonder if they'd let us join hands together and build this infrastructure. As one against that, this is the tyrannical, with large amounts of power and money that hoard all of those. And they are the only hands that are allowed to own. It is not for him in life, but in life. Meanwhile, starting to also imagine myself a little bit like Charlie Chaplin in that one. Yep. Yes. Move on. I'm right. What was that one? Oh, it was the Nazi thing. Yeah. No, where he's all like, no, Nazi's bad, and I don't know the river, and that's another thing. And then it's actually got through it. Well, here, let's do this. The company and or something. Hey, I'm educating you how to do this. I'm doing this. Here's your own free housing. There's a little bit above the ground. There's a little bit above the ground. You know, here's some soil that you're producing. You can grow your own crop. But this is like the general education and thoughts and philosophy and more. But you gotta have. Can't really be like with that side. Not allowed in. Not allowed to be high. Not allowed to be educated. But then really, it's free. Completely. 100%. Even healthcare. What? Why? I don't know, man. It seems like you guys all deserve that. Who's a white savior now complex? You dumb fuck. This is a human condition. Of entity. No, you are stupid because people make sure you are. So there's that. And then you're like, I'm not you! And I went all like, here, you still have all the stuff that you want to have. You can build it like you break that down, that's bad. Don't do that. Obviously, there's a little bit of rules. Here's a communal area for you. It's got some light going in, some tubes, bringing light places. Real, fat and wide, but, multiple intersections and connections in between. Making sure it's really easy to get in fire. Distribute any kind of energy inside, and there's more enough light and air that moves through. Kind of like a double-sized city if you have. Or you can grow. You need your own food. And in fact, wait, I would need for a few 100,000 you have to do only infrastructure work. Really, realistically, you couldn't possibly do, and literally making food good. You're putting in laws, rules, and not giving you enough money, and so on. So that way you can have it. That way they maintain what they already have. Here, some of the others, but trust them. Tell them it would get better if they're imaginary. Fuck that guy. He might come whatever or her. I can do this now. Why would I just do that? Because you just where? Where specifically does it say not to use electricity? In the Bible or any of them? In fact, if anything, it said become more godly, learn more things, be less shitty to each other. This is really the kind of main gist of it. So that's why and a lot of them for us as well. They got perverted over time and those particular attitudes. Kind of weird. Anyway. What is this again? I don't know. But I hate you. Yes. Weird. So your hatred of a person allows for you to make it so everybody suffers. How about a group? Quite silent on that one, aren't you? So you're not going to work together? Why not? You're not going to share, you're not going to make it so that way everybody has the information and the ability. You're not going to make it so that it's not an accommodation, or it's just specials in accommodation. Here's what you need, like anyone else that has the ability to function normally. Oh, you're special now, you need all these things. Fuck off, loser. Yeah, look at this guy. He doesn't take anything, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't have anything going. He doesn't need to exercise. Fucking perfect already. Better. Again, okay. So they died all sooner there. Yeah, what is that thing? I exercise, I eat very healthy, I clean and myself very well, I groom, I have all this money, I was born in a very rich family, got a lot of connections. got a great education. I was very Christian. But they told me about some of this stuff because I was a white guy. They said I was special. Which made it so I was allowed that information. I was quite special. I was allowed to be privy. Is this college? Oh, you're special. Have people with all the money that don't need any accommodation for their specialness. That can only work our way, that we prefer in life, are allowed in here. Persecution, man. That's yours. Your position. It's not us. We're not acting that way. Go away. Self-aware. There's no way that this is continuously everywhere around us at all times, and we just sort of ignore it. This is always going on every day, and you just like, please, I'm just going to not look at that. I'll numb myself out with this and this thing of like this cool science or physics. I'll just think about that little people. Are you sure you don't want to just do the thing? Like me? I mean, I'm strapped. I have no money. I have no money. Disabled. I can do the one thing that I'm good at, which is thinking very well. I'm smarter than basically everyone. Often. Not always. But I work my ass off to foster that talent and constantly and use it. I'm incredibly creative, but more regular emotion patterns. I can't possibly take the fucking test. I look at this and I go, wow, look at this fucking, tell me which one you're wanting me to find. I can argue for this floating, argue for this split. I can argue for this particular total distance and length. I can argue for any number of these different patterns with any number of these different equational patterns, sorting, algorithms. They're useless. That's not even getting into here's a psychological one. This one's more aesthetically pleasing because that's how this symmetry works in our brain, like this equation is outward. And it matches that one. Is that a no, it's not allowed to be answered. Oh. So you only want one perspective. You must tell me all of these equations. Oh yeah, let me just go to Google search that one right now. Let me just go through the massive, like fucking 5-layer sentence algorithm equation I have to put together to make it so that way you understand what this is. I have to explain every one of this. You'll fuck yourself. Whatever. That's just fanciful shit. That was me. I did that. As a kid. I wrote it down. They didn't like this. They had a discussion. They're like, you don't know. You're not. Okay. I got a date after store. You wanna know why? Random bullshit. This is August. Worthless, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. My entire YouTube channel in this video. Have any of you creatively come up with any of the solutions and actually detailed every single way from manufacturing, resource collection, and all the way to doing the thing? No, you didn't. You went like, literally this. Cool. Here's this entire way of actually doing it. And even where you can source the people and find out how to even do all the business. Actually, this is how we have to run the business too. This is how we have to have this kind of profit margin. These are all the things in there. You are less than useless or necessary. I already got all of it. What do you provide? I need for someone to help. but also like it bounce ideas. It's just that those kinds of people. This is not really good. Those kinds of people are like that. I can do that like a snap. It takes nothing. That takes actually nothing. Actually, it's in my fucking videos on my YouTube channel all the time, constantly. The longer the video, the more likely it is to have it in me. It doesn't come out very quickly. You know what I mean? I just separate this 8-hour long one into how many chunks? 30, 20? Oh, that's quite a few. And then I kind of edit this fucking like multi-hour one that's like just under 20 minutes, and I'm like, fuck, there's so many videos. I don't want to do this. You know, they're just here to. Nobody's even gonna watch this, even though they like raw content. That's intelligent people bashing down fucking stupid ones that are absolutely mind like bending, often creatively made ways to get around significant problems like they're almost easy. Which I just went through this whole thing with. It's back and forth. You're not cis linear progression, only one, not the way I prefer you to it. No allowed that relate information might not happen. Slowly but surely, in between the other things for how to do it. No, I don't like this. You cornered my ass in this verbal chess game I was trying to pretend to have. What chess game? You already lost. Try to play a game. Life isn't a game. No one's going to play a game. Fuck up. How fucking idiotic are you? I'm calling you a loser because that's what you use. Winners and losers! Never some losers, huh? What's up, loser? Already won. Then play your game. I didn't go through your little grind in a machine for you to personalize yourself to all of these little things around you. For these, oh my god, I accomplished! I have degrees of certificates of certificates and other said more, and I don't bother unless other. Really? That's that quote's not in here, huh? You think you're open-minded, eh? We do? Looks like they taught you a particular way, and you definitely went along with listening to that. Instead of going, well, they might be stupid for some of these other things, but it's still not a bad thing to do. Yeah. Like, their minds actually come around the right, but honestly, yeah. Despite any of it, yeah, Trump, you know, his mind's in the right place to try and tariff a large amount of the, of course, tech industry here. Despite what you might expect, we do kind of need to produce shit here. What if you're getting paid? Everything's going over there. Remember your parents were complaining about that and grandparents, you little fuck-ups? You wanna know why one of your fucking main complaints is not having enough money? Is because, well, I hear it's cheaper somewhere else. And so my federal blah 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 cost of living blah 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 must go up. You're stupid. But on one hand, you're technically correct. They might not do that side of it. Well, definitely usually get to that point. Because it forces them to. But I don't actually like Trump. See, that's the thing. I don't. That's the problem for a lot of it. It's like, no, most of this shit, I hate everything about it. Yeah. But like that one, you know, on one side, this is the thing, yeah. On the other side, no. Really. Yeah, not to mention, hey, what about this national security threat? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people know about that one. You can't do it. You have your own resources going in a self-sustainable manner in a renewable, recyclable way inside of your own country. Or perhaps that makes sense. Right, my ideology. Meanwhile, me, I am not sure. I am quite a bit more independent, of course, that was always going to be the case in ADHD. Yeah, like I'm not self-aware enough to see the difference. which effectively means I'm going to question everything and have an opinion about it, and you better give me a really good explanation. For sure, if you don't do that, you might be hiding something. Some of you might be a little bit more that way too. The thing might have been led to believe something different. Thanks to the nurture to your nature. That's not even getting into the fact that Mayflower and other fucking people came over. And it's like, I'm puritanical. I believe. I told you the prayer blue thing. I extend myself by constant repetitive motion. Boat! I can go places! Boat! Look! It's like ADHD and autism is more likely to be in the puritanical boat that we doggedly, I will not allow for a change to any of my things I like and thought and looked and learned like this and only this way, allowed. I don't like you act this way, hate, not understand, anger. You sure now a lot of you have a higher predisposition, thanks to, of course, you bringing yourselves over here, to that particular genetic problem. You nurtured yourself in a continuous self-influence in loop. A negative to positive dependence. From your perspective, what's going on, get the situation context. You, like climate change or other things that do with these things, such as the environment and how it's down to the water and light and gravity for the air that stays with us, for this electromagnetic field that is only propelled as a direct result of continuous continuation. Continuous continuation. What? Confidence of course. Look, your mind being still. Are you still mentally? No, honey, I'm at 0 nothing. I would be hit by you if you try to slow down. You have a continuation of movement direction. And you're spinning around on planet while you also have planet rotate around this other big body celestial fucking fire nuke thingy that goes around this sucky brain thingy, whatever the hell that went towards. The fuck is that? There's a just restricted with inside of itself. You never know, there's a vent horizon, nothing can come out. Huh? Yes. Why gravity still sucky, no energy vacuum. Gravity is like a vacuum pump. Do. If falling, other things need to rush towards it. Vacuum pump, fuck energy. Repeatedly speaking, with fluid dynamic, fucking space-time, and a multi-dimensional movement of the third dimension. What is that? Is that third dimension with other third dimensions that are moving in a fourth-dimensional manner that makes it look like a multi-dimensional? And I could add technically strings in between each field of influence, area of effect, interaction, impact, interference. The 5 eyes. No! My math! I would have to do so much more math. I don't like that. I don't like this work. I'm tired all the time. I have to publish. Cite, publish, cite. There's no way we've seen this constantly happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And then the optimization of return. Your particle precedes you. But it's a statically fixed point that we only measure this way. Which breaks it down to be a little bit of the resistance and energy to that, movement. What? Did it transform into another type of movement or some other particle have? Maybe it turned into a bit of a field. Was there a conversion of sorts? Shut up over there. I don't have to listen to you. Pretentious. Fucking pretentious. Think they're better than others. Fuckers. As if we couldn't understand. Oh my god. This is counterintuitive. Totally covered. Totally covered. There's no time to go around. Time is not now. It's not allowed. The key. I can't count enough smart. Calculate not all this. As I'm saying, because you're slow. Okay. I don't know, man. It seems like it's P values over here. It's just a little slow on it. You know, maybe there's like a multiple connected web of like losing your flu as you measure it, and then it starts calculating for you. And it's like, here's an expected area, and then it's like, oh yeah, this was an influence that goes here, wave, this boom, bomb, boom, boom, boom. Hey, look, they're all hitting in all the same spots that I said they would. Now they're calculating for me. Maybe I got a p-value going in a fucking real world scenario. Modeled classically. I can heat it up and cool it off and know the influence inside of the game. But what if I didn't use that and the influence from outside of it? Go. Well, the influence is my sensors and detectors are not allowed to be a part of your shit. I will not have that naughty business here, monstrous non-reality. That is preposterous shit. Oh, country! Suck my chicken balls! Look at these massive things! Oh! I am the lucky one. In Japan, look at this. I am a raccoon. Golden Goat style. 1991 December. You know, red, green, and pico matter. Red, yellow, brown. Oh, this is cold. Always in me. I wonder why I'm so fucking, like, bad in my life, though. It wouldn't be jealousy if others eventually, like, compounding yourself over time. And then you have to fucking do a lot of therapy, and you realize, like, there's no real way out of that. The insecurity of the narcissist in my household. No! There's reasons so came out of neuroscience. They are possibly massively stupid. Or they're pretending and faking that they're psychopathic ways. I have to pretend, I have to make sure I keep it in my room. Tell them that they're very much like them, and then they realize there's nothing ultimately needs to be to them to hurt themselves. So they try to do something. I can. I'm just not going to be afraid. You paranoid little freak yourself. Stop. Anyway, let's move forward. Wow, it's almost like this is a way to model a large amount of all these materials that are very few and artificially there. To then produce large amounts of all this electricity and water. Look at this vibration. Wonder if is that so? NASA, come here. Let me just grab you. You're NASA. I love you, but I also hate your ass. Okay, look. Is there a way for you to use vibrations to work something down? Yes, actually. Oh. Why are you going after me? Just because you don't want to listen to the fucking videos, you little fucker. You little fucking DEI. You love it. You give in to monsters. Fucking know we took those fuckers at land from them. Stop. Other shot out. You're gonna help others leave too? Those little fucking bastards. Came over. We're given. Those cowards are these. You gonna help? You little fuck up. Oh man, that's nice. You gotta call something else. Your eyes smell. and still make shit. Oh, you're Wolverine. Aren't you? By taking mine, you're gonna screw over one person. Make sure his life remains miserable. You're all gonna go and do that together, huh? You're good because it's a good thing. Fuck. You are. You didn't address the issue. Oh, I gave them food and water. Look at my anti-giving status. You didn't address the problems. Their psychological, ethical, moral, fucking societal, cultural, fucking all of your country's problems and people. They would have done this already. You're the problem. You're the one helping. You to live a miserable way of life. That's what you're doing. Every one of you. Supporting you. We're better than you. In some way. Yeah, they will increase the money fund. Oh, the guy killed himself and slave with 15 hours working. Really? What about all the minds and blood spilled? Huh? What about, hey, my life is great and it's comfortable. I don't want to stop that. I want to give I hate the person money. I don't want to stop myself from stealing like a fucking data guru in a studio out here. Your ideas and pervert them. Continue perpetuating the very definition of the problem. I'm not going to go after anyone else doing that. Stopping them, preventing them, pointing them out. I'll give in like everybody else is. You know, I'm not. What? Emily got it. Eric. I don't know if you're next to that. There's Anna. There's one. But, in case, I don't know, man. He employs a lot of people who want to look for a better life. Gives them such great stuff. And then says, hey, much like a particular heartbeat. I don't interest. There. Here, how awful, really bad, slaving on every activity that's massively important, special, rich. Don't you dare expose that we're stealing a small creator's burden. But that's why we did this. He didn't add it, nor call it, or they were or we saw their ass out. At the same time, people, yeah, you know, they're looking at that. Oh man, humans. Yes. And fucking us. That's an actual thing that I saw. You use it. How much more? And let's talk about Chandler. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of studies. There's nothing right. Right. Yeah, right again. That's exactly verbatim what they were saying it was. That's like written exactly as they said it out loud, alone around a bunch of different electronics. No, there's no leaks that have happened since then that constantly show up a leak list. Or, hey, there's a reason why you have a cover over your webcam. Huh. You can stop them. The government's stupid. Well, I'm smarter than you and they need me. I've now got me power. Let's just go and do this thing. I understand. There aren't many. And there's special finances or special intelligences or special various things. You wouldn't understand it. You have to go through all of our training, all of our education. You wouldn't understand my PhD. We use different words, and it's not allowed to be related to that. You didn't say the numbers or the plus or minus, even though you actually kind of just literally talk about it. You didn't need to use and resort to that at all, like it was keys or you don't seem like you want to back up. Are you better at learning? That's not an obvious separate you for others. Allow you to become independent from them, right? You don't go, man, it's all going to be really bad. Let's go, yeah. You don't dream, right? Just getting on it more. Yeah. Thank you. Just wrap some people up. It's easy to get them off. Oh, just get on it. Right here every day. How much fun ruminating about going over all these things? How much do you think, fuck it, I'm not going to do it? What does it take to fuck it? I wanted to do this, how would I? If I felt like this, where did I come? Have you ever done this? Or did you go, God! Do you know how bad it is? That's the only way, sir. There's no programming in neurons. There's no person. Right. This is the for the alien hand syndrome, like a fucking automatic octopus worm. Because you cut your course at focus collection of life. Having to automatically use it. It's like it's real. It wrote something. There's no free will. I can't possibly think. And then make a decision based upon many of the different influential factors. And be self-aware enough and know that I'm impacted bias and weight my decision towards. I mean, do you have a therapy? That's a therapy. Anything? Any kind of therapy? Nothing? Huh? We're going to keep therapists. Right? They did this work. Actually, someone did good. So use the one with the 9 cups. Yeah, then you can just start again. Standard play by non-credible people. We have biased very often in our own right. But there are some good in there that we can educate a guest towards something. But let's take the context and situation. No, I don't want that. No. It looked bad because I didn't know what you were going to do. Really? Huh. So that sounds an awful lot like I can use my authority. I can use my power. I can use others believing I'm right because I have a certificate of completion. What do you know? In fact, you little fuck up, some of this exists in there. In fact, some of my ass is everywhere. And your shit, it's all up in there. You know shit, but like, hey, did you do all this work? No. Oh. It seems like your Bayes theorem here, which didn't want to include enough of these variables to understand why and how this could actually be wrong, perhaps, was pretty shittily done. Yeah. Hey, look, this anxiety symptom manifests into these hallucinations. Manifest, huh? Oh, you want another shot? Okay, it's manifesting, not presenting. Oh, I'm sorry. They basically are the same word. Stupid fucking similar is the prefix. Word. How is that? Suffix after pre before. Pre. But what if I were to tell you that that's expression? Look, it's your feet. Give you a similar thing. Ooh, it makes it look really apparent. Wait, look at this bipolar. You know, it's manic. It's right here now. This is psychosis. Are you colorblind? Is there a psychological burden going on? Are you trying to avoid something? It's hard. You know, that can all happen. Did they do this work? Did they actually look at it? Did they actually go through any of those records? The officials, yes. The bias, I have to say this, otherwise lose my. I have to say that this study was better because they didn't include any of this, but you know what? We all together. The clergy says that you should absolutely clear all giving. Pope says don't do that. No, that's not what that is. We're going to listen to the clergy. Police. What the fuck? Wow. So they all acted upon it. Meanwhile, the Pope over there. What the fucking shit? What the hell just happened here? Wait a second. Insects are many related, similar instances. Look at all these fucking. We are way better. We do all this extra work. All of it is so much. Every one of us investigated far back to the hacking genre before the beginning of psychosis issues, which apparently were presenting themselves by the time he was a kid. When his parents were brutally abusing them. Him. There's no truth. Sometimes I lost. You know, look at this one. Like they're in the basement. It's like there are other kids here and they didn't stop. It's the fighter. As the one's great prophecy, Jesus Christ. Yeah! And among the others, there is look at yourself! Ah! This is what you look like! Respectfully thinking. Look at that! Hey, if you and that is me. But my hey, I wonder if you did powerful too there. What's the difference between me and you? I want to get a bunch of likes and views. I'm gonna get my cult like them. I'll be able to have a viable fucking life from using them. That's like the American capitalist system. Oh, I'm sorry. With Britain, United, the Europeans, with all capitalism ever. Many of these fucking minds. Everybody listen. I am more than you. You read. Many people agree with me. Others are dumb. Only the experts can agree with me. Other experts like myself that agree with what I see fantastical things in the future. My mind's eye. I imagine great and amazing things. We're not here because I'm thinking that we could do with these things. Wow, it all seems rather similar. The context here is also really problematic because it effectively makes it very similar still. It's not supposed to be still similar with the context and the situation gets added in. This symptom for psychosis with schizophrenia is like this. Where's the cancer situation is specifically the cowboy hat people. The ones that wear cowboy hats, that are really MAGA, often like really exemplified in their mind, but not really. A lot of the trouble, truthfully speaking, but they exemplify. But the passion of the Lone Ranger cowboy, stopping the bad evil guys with the fucking policing da-da-das. The DEA, I'm on the religion, is the fucking big ass. No problem he gave to me. It's up to me. It's up to me to go into the chamber and passionately try and get this rule on me. My people against your people with me and my army I created and made them very convinced of my stuff. The silence just looks like that, isn't it? What you got over there? Nurses, you will definitely. Other doctors, I knew, I saw him, you cannot stop. He could. Where's the content? Did you really do the best guy? I don't think that could even happen in the first place in 1970. It's not. It's not. Oh. Look at all of this that has happened to many people. In fact, it's actually, they don't do the reason. Oh, what? You were using these clothes and you got raped? It's a big fluffy sweater. There's nothing to keep. It's like that. We need a reason to hack you! You need to be special! Right. Shotgun approach down the barrel and it goes. Wouldn't you know it? You don't. You don't need to be special. They can just choose it. Isn't that right? Pick them. Go on. new plays. Like, like easy all day. Discredit every fucking stupid little effort with you. Did you? No, idiot! You didn't. You just said. There's a bunch of ways it can be done possible. Well, we don't know if you didn't even do the work. Yeah, but you have to be as low as it can get. I refuse to do the work. I know I'm better than you, and they didn't. I don't even have that. I'm jealous. Oh, yeah, this is about you. Why? What's up? Fuck authority. There's only always doing anything. Fuck you. Which means you're always trying. You need to try. You. It's like he fucking forgot about the basic principle of this information conservation. This fills up. By the way, I actually agree with him. To be fair, you don't get a reason. Right, that's the whole point of it. It's the preference. Yeah, I was working out through it, but that's the preference to that particular human math equation. I actually agree with this guy. But the very instant, which is called tunneling in quantum physics, which just collapses information and relays the information and everything else around it. Quantum physics says this woman in this video cannot possibly. Yeah, so it can. That's why they didn't bother to care about it. But anyway, it's not because you're a woman, it's because you need views. That's why. That's why you said that. You didn't check. You barely understood the basics. That's normal. When views are there, you skip quality. Look, I researched all of these things, and I made it look as though possibly this looks like this, with the context I'm giving you. This study is similar to that, isn't it? Why? Ginormous societal cultural phenomena in future with the policies between different views and the results of the particular effective sex activity and all its influence around and for me to around that also is given result. No! My dear sir, we would have to admit that the culture and society is actually making people this way. We didn't actually destroy people. And our genetics are paying the price. It's the religions, the government capital. It's pollution, man. It's not the hell? Look, I have an authority figure. You will listen to God. Got him. Yeah, itself. I did you already know, and you're using that. You said something. You knew it was intentional. There's no insanity. Yeah, bitch. That's right. Very good. Yeah. Anyways, point is, didn't you know it? A lot of you know about this. That gets complained enough over time. And I was like, practice. That's good. Is what they teach you in college. It's your make sword and relate it and use forget problems. Everybody can do that without needing to actually ever go to an institution. It's kind of rough when you need a project to learn on. I wonder if I could just solve all the things that make we're gonna do all of the energy. Hey, stop complaining. Wait, fucking psychology is shit. It's like there's your morals and ethics. That's why you think this way. Pretty hot. You already saw this. You were pointing it out loud. You. Guess what? I'm not. The ADHD person with the oppositional defiance disorder keeps continuously exposing things that I wish not said. I expose the things that they say at the same time of ADHD. Oh no! What? They don't want to admit they don't want to be afraid anymore? You're also a dick child that's not letting me get away with something. You arguing lawyer child that's catching me on all the semantics of my bullshit. Did you laugh with me? Sure. That was discriminating. That's what I'm saying. The experience allows for them to look deep into themselves and relate this information with themselves yesterday towards that which others say. We have never had this in a study. Oh, whoops! We've got this at 3 years old happening. Oh no. That's not self-aware. No, they can never think. One thing you said that they're too stupid. Hey, that's nice of this psychologist that saw that money and trained his daughter to become, you guessed it, grandmaster. Best player. There had no previous actual knowledge. They started to play and with a little bit of training, consistency, and time. Focus over time is not allowed. It has to be that you're talented and perfect immediately, like God says. There is no way for it to change. It's God-given, 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 not random. But wait, it's not actually. You see, that's the thing. Look, the egg and the sperm cell get together and they try and merge them together as best as possible. The egg is the one that lets it in, the best one for it. So when you bathe it into a bunch of sperm and one of them happens to finally go in, then it happens to do the best it can do. IVF doesn't necessarily mean that you are not good as best you can be. It does. It just means we kind of didn't do that thing, didn't we? We did the thing and we saw that there are results and you're good and we live good, happy lives and all that. But then we went, wait a second. There seems to be some things here. Is that a cultural societal or is it something else? What influenced that? My hypothesis. And actually, it's like the egg is the one that accepts it in. So it's given membrane. It's not all about bashing it in from all the fucking goddamn sides like some fucking game here. It's the one that has the key to unlock the thing. That'll make it work. If that's possible. Isn't that wonderful? It's like biology had millions and billions of years to get it right with evolution. Craziness hates this one trick. Evolution. Oh no! They created the fucking start of it, maybe, but you can maybe see that, perhaps. Let's enter the dark. Yeah, version. It started from nothing, actually. But it was good as a direct result of the very definition of the rules government as physics, the definition of nothing. No space, no time, no energy. So we look this infinite totality. And if you can immensely move into the lies, it's self-correct impossible. It's without a little more nothing into itself, no different way. It's oh god. But wait, what makes nothing? I suppose we have to get going. Let's get to that first. Let's not go any further. I mean, come on. You haven't even gotten to the point where you're going on a fucking planet and going flap, 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 and baby. Just saying, dude. You might need to do that before you go, man, we'll figure out the fucking Finding the top two mineral resources that are abundant everywhere. Fuck off! Oh, it's just bioorganic compound. Yes, they are, you fucking retard! I'd beat your ass into a fucking bit. I could. I'd shit you not, I would. I'd beat you. Fucking shut up over there. We've had so many of these collect themselves together and keep them sustaining. Why? Energy, boiling, entropy, continuing, definitely, the least resisted path. That's right. Because my Occam's razor that says none of these influences that I allow to include, which can definitely be there, because you have to be statistically improbable, but that doesn't mean in any way that it wouldn't happen. Anyways, suggest that none of this is actually happening to you. That you can't sense or have hyperactivity or it's hallucinations. There's no way for any influence outside. Nothing. Let me go through the sensor and detector and absorb my energy and catch me like I'm getting touched by a knife. No! I will not do that! Fuck off! Yeesh! There's a lot of pulsy wolsy. What is going on here? I'm doing. I got a picture of a cat. The light could never. The electricity could never. The influential pressure waves could never. Spiral vortex collect, bend, expand, and shrink. Relating information to themselves and calculating the variance. Listen here, you little shit! That would make it so that there's a thermo and fluid system! You fucking bastard! Okay, adjust my glasses, but not with my finger in the middle. Along the sides of the reading method. And you're not going to be very good at seeing it, are you? Look at the field around you that you're talking about. The vibration buried in it. I refuse that is an influential noise variable in any of my calculations and observations. Okay, so the orders of magnitude of a highly specific sense and situation and context in which you ultimately sensed it a very highly specific way in context. We can determine this specific thing. Preacher, I'm here. You're his name. Bitch, no, I'm not, you fucker. You fucking bitch. Hi. I know that you're there. It's okay. I got it. Hey. Yeah, no, I know. Universe. What's up, kids? Hey. They still talking to you? Yeah, they're being bitches. It's too bad. You cannot have this! This would make it so that all of my dear sin in everything that I've ever learned, my psychological break is happening! Hey! Insecurity, way! There is no way that there's information from him all the way back in Chandler predicting my ass. But hey, let's just go with that at first. All of this, leaving this conversation that he's recording. And he forgot to screen. He was there. He can help you. Wow. Let's go take a look at that evidence that would be against your thought of that not being possible. No, I would rather not do that. It would not be a right. It would not, because it's illegal at first off for recording you. And it would expose a lot of people like Assange that people were hacking and listening and took favors and did deals with people that hacked. It would look really bad. Also, we would lose all their credibility as a scientist, institutional learning, college, YouTuber, influencer. Not all of them have to connect to their own little thing. think that is here. And it's super easy. I don't even know. Nothing to be lost. We don't have constant conspiracies of spy networks that do this consistently. Did you do that? You have to do the work yourself. You cannot. You just conjecture, bad memory, false memory to make yourself. Discredit anything other than something the truth. It wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't be that difficult. It wouldn't take long. And in fact, you would want to know if they were doing it, wouldn't you? Isn't it? That's a story. Even something you can really? Wouldn't you want to know the truth? They always ask that. I quantumly say that this relative percentage of area that is expanding and getting influenced in this manner that is not allowed to be real. So, what? Some little influence is not thing. Wait a second. Locality? So you're saying quantum relativity could exist? So space-time compression is inside of our atmosphere. Gravity well of let's see, on our Earth, then we have the star, then we have our galaxy, which compresses it this manner, but then we have these, let's see here, confirmed gravitational pressure waves, which yank things to get in direction. But then they, of course, they start to interfere near each other as well. They expand. If you're traveling near light, it looks like something speed up, but they travel. You know, that walking, remember? Which that's actually that word. If you can actually see them, that's actually what happens. You slow down. Yeah. And the best way to describe it is if you do this quickly, you just move your hand up and down, and you were to be traveling in your car, you would see a synovial form. Even though, for your perspective, the hand movement is exactly the same first rate. So, guess what? They spread each other out, but they're not spreading each other out. Not space and time. It's perfectly interfering in a way that allows for, you guessed it, just fuck up, they can just stick together. See, they're yanked forward, center. So, when they go, what happens? They don't spread out. The opposite, energy goes into something family. Bitch. You fucking retard douche fuck. You speed up. You still travel the same speed. The distance is still the same. The compression of what it is you're doing yourself through. You see, the time for which you can do it at is. Isn't that interesting? It's almost like that. Get rid of dark energy and dark matter. With a thermodynamic, fluid dynamic manner of heating of the particles is gravitation of space. Oh, it went snapped back like a field of foot, didn't it? It's already spinning, it's already rotating. Already moving outwards and creating this nice little three-dimensional little spectacle. Well, crisscrosses, but let's see the bigger ones. Things that are slightly off, like the planets perhaps. So, isn't that interesting? Because we see this as a black hole. Information cannot travel along the edge of an event horizon. It's impossible, right? It's not ultra compressed as it speeds up. It's a shell almost, right? Pushing some to fall in, others to come out. A wave that excites and throws something out of it. Differential phase are not allowed. You don't know what the first initial setup is. You don't need it. You can keep watching it and then work it back. I just explained that to you, didn't I? The student doesn't listen and tries to catch the teacher on something. That's often the case with people that find themselves to be more intelligent than others, and in status quo elitism psychological context called a college, influence, or land, or even government and more. And this obvious in front of their face shit all the time. They make themselves into idiots with their ego. We haven't heard that one before, have we? No, not at all. Wait, I am confidently incorrect. You missed the moon. I mean, how far are we talking about here? How many nines are we going to go to? If it's an infinite number of nines, then you won't hit infinity. You'd be off trying to hit it. There's an infinite number of zeros, remember? That's another one. What happened to those? Infinity minus infinity still is infinity. Guess you didn't get to 1, did you? Why did I get rid of this infinite symbol and this X on this Wikipedia page? That's gotta go somewhere. What if I said it kept getting smaller infinitesimal and it should just say all these other fucking things are the stupidest fucking thing in the world? You know why we said this to you fucks? This is the real mathematical reason. It's close enough, bitch. You can't measure that far down. Cunt. Deal with it. Just say it's 1. Just say that. You can't calculate that hard. No one can. You don't need it. You can autocorrect along the way. Look, I'm heading towards this spot. You can propose. Anyway, I'm just going to angle that way. Oh, it looks like I landed on the planet. Nice. Fuck yeah. I don't have to be pinpoint perfect with my shot. Guess I can land on those planets out there without having to be perfect with my telescope. Anyway. I wonder if that'd be the same thing. The deeper in you looked. And then he said, zero is not a thing allowed. No true zero exists. Absolute nothing is not real. I just like ideas of these. Doesn't have space, doesn't have time, doesn't have energy. And yet it provides you with it because it's a vacuum energy. It allows you to expand, allows you to relay information, allows you to exist. Why would you get rid of something that makes it so you exist? Because they don't want it. Stirring engines don't work either. I guess. No energy where you are trying to head towards something, huh?
Do you fucking hear your retardation level of bullshit coming out of your mouth in your studies, you little fuck up? Nothing that you just said made any sense. You are moving towards things that are bigger than your universe, which can happen. You just don't like the idea. It's the sun is not what we orbit. Everything orbit Earth. Stay locked inside. Don't you dare possibly say, I don't like you saying this about us people. That's not allowed to be true. And all the other. Here's some clear pills for you. You're not going to wake up, bitch. You're going to stop being dead. Because you killed yourself. Being as stupid as you are, you little Darwin Award ass winner. The real truth of it is, hey, it's really rather simple. You got it already. You don't have to complicate. There was no trick to it. They lied to you about the trick being there. It's positive to negative, which is pressure to no pressure. That's it. It's a really finely mixed situation. That's all it's ever been. And you get beauty and wonder from it all. Your ass is this because you want to head towards something that truthfully made you in the first place to get rid of itself. Nothingness does not want to be. Nothingness doesn't want it, and it does. That's the fact. So it made something that is something, and it will sustain itself, and eventually grow to infinity. That is really infinite. That will fill it up. What happens when we get filled? An infinite has no limit. For it to not. See, this is the weird part. Okay? 0.99 created a real infinite by attempting to get to it. There isn't any, technically. You see, there are the concepts of larger infinite and placed together and intersecting and so on in math. But here's a hardcore lesson. There's only so many ways for universe's energy to exist. When you understand that things are just moving, that has to be supplied. There is an outside of an infinite that makes all infinities exist inside. It is the actual only way to be immortal, to exist as an all, and so on. As an infinite is not all. It is infinitely possibly this one thing or many of these things, but it is not all things. It is not even all infinities. If it is all infinities, because that exists inside of that encapsulation of this, it is a concept that destroys the idea of an infinite being unable to surpass. see, it's counterintuitive only because you were literally not looking at it. What are the problems? It's like, you understand infinity. It's like, no, you're trying to catch me or something. Here's how I'll explain infinity. It's all things, is what you say. Right? Here's all the nine. All concepts of nine. All of it. Yeah, nine. Eventually repeat, recursive, all these different versions, but those aren't a part of anything. No, they're just physics that are separated to it. And then you look quite a bit like all the things around you. You see, all things, small to the biggest, can be made to look exactly like everything around you. The better perspective, which you don't like to relate to yourself as a quantum informational relation, quantum relativity is indeed a thing. You just don't like it. Hey, look, if I move it this quickly. Looks like a straight shot, doesn't it? There's no vortex, like an aileron roll, or a barrel roll of a chirality, or a spin that is more of a wiggle and jiggle the right way. That information has to propagate through the density and material they're in, doesn't it? What happens when there's nothing there? Does it just have no need for any energy to be able to cross it? Or does it use the energy of everything around it in itself, the thing not there, to move there? You see, that information that's there constant has to be there still. You wouldn't expand otherwise. You are always dealing with a quantum relativity. Every one of your fucking tests refuses to acknowledge how you are in a compressed space-time area. And then you wrote math that got rid of actual input that relates and helps relate information to everything around you. Then you came up with some bullshit supersymmetry to try and solve it. Because it'll just fit through it. They're dense. If it's infinitely dense, how the hell do you think they're going to move through each other? How? You can't move that through. Do you get that? Infinite density means nothing goes through. Doesn't matter if it doesn't interact enough. Infinite doesn't care. Infinitely non-reactive? Okay, sure. And it wouldn't be here, would it? Here's infinity times negative infinity. Still infinity. Doesn't change. I'm trying to get around my math being wrong and my observations being shit. They're trying to cleverly word with a semantic pedantic by saying locality and realness is different than what it is. There is no informational read or field provocating, becoming more and more diffuse. No, I refuse that. I don't want to think about the expansion, the increase of this thermal. No, it's not that. Look, it's a pressure wave that would move and align itself together, wouldn't it? Nice. Got it. I appreciate the interruption. There you go. That's right. There's a lower pressure and a higher pressure here. It aligns itself. That makes it faster to travel through. That means there's a already known variable stored therein, that which is already there locally and quite real. which removed every bit of your ability to say that this test, Nobel Prize winning as it is, actually says the opposite. It actually says in no way the opposite. It says, I'm correct, you little fuck up. All of your sensor data has always says that. That says you're right. That's what that is. Everything you've ever done being done right. Every one of your little fucking data points literally goes, yeah, I'm gonna remove that and try and say it's like this. You're forgetting and how you did it in the first place. You see the how and the why that happens? No, fuck off. You do. Anyway, so when you know that, then you end up becoming annoyed and frustrated by a lot of know-it-alls who have a bunch of ego. Like, you're asocial. No, motherfucker, I don't like you. You have to prove to me that you're worth the effort and time to explain something to you. That's the problem. I don't find your company inviting or fun. A lot of what you say means I have to be very careful and I have to slowly help you to see and perceive something differently in such a way that eventually gets you to the point where you go, that's why he thinks that way. And I don't hate him for it. I don't want to hurt him for it. No, I've never seen that everywhere. Constantly says you, right? Yeah, exactly. You do. It's everywhere. Why would I want to fucking put up? So, now it's turning to orgasms are nice. Socialization, having a stimulating conversation is nice. I kind of hate you as well. Fucking dicks there. You already think I'm wrong about something, you know the first thing about it. You just automatically assume and gatekeep because you can't be like us because we're a parent or we're this or we're that. You can never understand enough. You're like the PhD yet again. You're like the business person yet again. You're like the resource man yet again. The logistics yet again. The analysis person yet again. The politician yet again. All of them yet again. What happens when you meet a person like myself? That makes experts look slow. Because it constantly keeps doing the work and progressing over time. When they ask him for advice, to where they even can't understand him sometimes. What happens when it's not psychosis? What happens when it's scientifically, physics-wise, possible, and there's evidence against what you're trying to suggest? That you didn't try and do the work to get. Much like everybody else goes off online, is good enough somehow. That's enough to destroy somebody in a courtroom or in a public court of opinion. Or yeah. What happens when that person just wants to leave you all behind? To find a place for himself and just raise them right for once. No longer have any of you ever allowed in. What happens when he knows where the fucking shitwad you are? And he can explain it well enough that you understand that you really are. Look at that Pope over there who isn't me and that's like freaking out at all the people that he tried to teach. Why? From Elon. Any number of you? Are you so afraid of your clergy? How about any one of you in blah celebrity influencer YouTuber land? Suddenly there's a crowd that's willing to attack them because they didn't like something you said or did or thought or believed. Do you see how you missed the point of that given example? But I made sure to wait. And you're already defensive. You think you're better than us, you don't need us. There wouldn't be machines or a way for you to do it without us. You do, you need us. We could catch up. We're not gonna bring you down and make you sad like we already do all the time. Steal all of your stuff. Say that you're stupid. Believe that we're right already. Start stalking you. Going through all of your shit. Stealing your ideas. Holding a grudge like no other feels like. Just over a decade. Over a decade here of coincidence, huh? Over a fucking decade. Right. Over a decade of constant, everyday. Fuck deja vu. Deja vu my ass. That's not deja vu. And it's like, man, I wish I could fucking remember everything. I don't have a perfect fucking eidetic memory. Go fuck yourself. What do you, most of you? Some of them. Fuck off. That many coincidences? How about let's go with the actual Occam Tracer? There are hackers. This is more likely. It's far more likely that this led to these things. And this can actually happen and be like this. Instead of these things fix the ones who love is like the ones who proves them not to. I don't do like that. Wait. No, you need that. That's get all money. You have to do it yourself. Impossible task I command. No. You're the one that has an extraordinary claim to a person like myself that needs to have evidence to back it up. And you don't. You're gonna hide behind a little fucking book that I can pick apart like it's nothing. And a certificate with a bunch of people behind it that I can literally wreck all the way to their core foundations. You have nothing. You're the garbage that needs to come up with evidence. I don't need to defend myself to you. You have to do it to me. That's how this has changed. How long has you said these things that I didn't understand the context of? Yeah, really? No way. Just like RFK, right? He's like you. You're... Alright, you can just... Well, you interrupted. Yeah, I'm telling you everything. And, that seems I perpetuate this thing is really bad. I got a thing about actually really, I'll do the right thing. I perpetuate my status quo, but I do believe in some God, I guess. Because they'll hurt me if I don't. You're an amalgamation of contradictions, you little fuck up. I don't need to listen to you. You're right about some of this stuff, and I agree with you, and I use it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You just got some fundamental problems going on. That's a fact. It's a real problem. Going on with you, not with me. You're the one that have to explain yourselves. These aren't accusations. These are clear, stated, real, obvious truths that have stood the test of time and history. And it's obvious what leads to them, and you never change them. You're the one doing that, not me. You're the one hurting yourself, not me. You're the one not using information to keep yourself progressing, learning. I'm trying my best. Like anyone else. You claim yourself to be more capable and able than my ass. In a world that's set up for people like your ass to be more successful. You get a big head saying that you're better than me. You do. You get a big head. Huge ego. What if it was a fair, equal playing field? How would you really ultimately respond to that? What if we were to look at a lot of white people that are currently going along with Trump as they're afraid of a bunch of black people and others having to get some opportunity, perhaps? Oh, looks like they got scared. Pooped up. Got a big old mentality and a big head and ego. That wouldn't be like a lot of you, would it? You don't see, monkey do you? I do. I'm saying, is there a necessary conspiracy here? Or just a status quo culture in society? Yeah, everybody does it, so it's not bad. Everybody thinks this way, so it must be right. Like, pedophiles are bad. Or, hey, wait a second. All white people are wrong. Black people are like that. Disabled people like that. Thing people try and fit a mold that's constantly told to them all the time. They self-relate this, they ruminate, and what do? They think themselves bad or like that. What if you unlearned that? Would they get angry with you if you didn't fit it? You didn't agree with them? You kept showing that you weren't? Yeah, that's what we keep seeing all the time. Historically. All the fucking time. You don't have evidence. I do. You could have done the work for the other evidence. You didn't. You expect something that's impossible when you know that it's not impossible for you. Then you expect others to go along with you. Because it's always being said like that. And expected somehow. But that makes sense some way. You're the one with claims that need to be backed up. You said this stuff when Yeah. What was the context of the situation? What was the stuff? You're gonna cut it? You're gonna leave parts out? You're gonna put an AI into it? You're gonna say, none of that other stuff could have been happening. None of the other conversations I won't tell to you that we were having about you or any of this, or any of my own influences and biases towards that I saw. That changes it. None of that's going to be added in. You know, I talked about having this very conversation, recording it. I can put it on YouTube. Still am. Back in Chandler. It just hit, to be fair. Right there. Little memory trigger for you. It happens every so often. I used to vape a lot of cannabis and it helped me. I actually had better short-term memory, long-term memory. My memory is crap when I'm not on it. Standard paradoxical problems for an ADHD individual. Regular people are like this. Yeah, okay, so what about an ADHD person that has a paradoxical reaction to a stimulant that actually calms them down and focuses them? Well, we don't learn to say that cannabis is the same. All medications can technically be that way. What the fuck are you doing? Why would you release this as this? What is this title, you fucking retard? Why would you remove that from your equation, from your study, from your observation? Why wouldn't you relay that to others? Why wouldn't you do the work? Why wouldn't you account for other factors? Why wouldn't you account for all the memory castles to and or let's go with societal cultural beliefs, the therapy they're in, how often they might emotionally process and think about the day. What about all of the other gut microbiome, virome, stress triggers, financial stress triggers, beliefs about themselves and other triggers, how long they're online versus offline, what that does emotionally to various activation areas of the brain. I can't study all that. Oh, but you got a good one, right? I can make a good observation without all of that. Here's a way to look at the brain from afar without influencing it. On my YouTube channel. I have several of them actually. Here's a way to absolutely see what their microbiome is. Can't do that. Can't go over. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at how many damn fucking points and metric of data they have for your life. And yet still, if they're people like me, we don't have any real bank accounts. You really have a lot of presence in a lot of places that I try and look for you for. You're a little bit of a weird, translucent motherfucker. I don't got nothing, and all of a sudden you'll fucking pop up. Here's a goddamn video again. That changed my fucking idea of what this was and what you're going through. And how my perspective, he must be going through. No, he's not. He told you what he was going through, he already knew how you were going to act. Yes, I did, because you're pretty obviously damn predictable. You really are. You're right. One of the few things of my observation, like a bird doing the Monty Python or Hill, I'm pretty sure it was Hill, three-door paradox math equation. It's always good to switch, isn't it? They studied the birds learning the pattern and they just went along with it and got it more often. Correct. All the time. What if I just did that with you? What if I just didn't care? What if I didn't get bogged down in all the, this maybe? What if you were correct but in the wrong way? You little fucking miscreant. What if I don't need to observe all of those things to know you that way? What if you never do that for me? What if you assume things without knowledge of another person's actual knowledge of you already? What if that's really went down? No. Look, I'm defensive, but I'm going to solely say you don't know enough about me. Well, I wouldn't act that way. I wouldn't go like, hey, I'm going to be cool. And I saw that, I changed my mind. Because now you're here, not over there. What if I stopped allowing you to fuck around, huh? I treat you with respect and nice. Yeah. As best I can until, ultimately speaking, you escalated it to where I couldn't. But I never gave you an ounce of trust or respect, and you could feel it. Because I know what you are, you little masked bitch. I know your genuine self's in there. What if it freaks you out every damn time when I actually show that off? That I know who you really are and what you're really doing. What you're really honestly going through, thinking, there's no body language, there's no way, there's no micro-expression, you can't tell. I don't even need to know enough to know your perspectives. That you think I need to know enough. You little gatekeeping, obvious bullshit, goal-posting, moving garbage. Your little fucking fantasy that you need to be like this to know enough. I couldn't ultimately figure that out. It's just that. It's a fantasy. You're a fucking fantasy. You're living in fantasy world. I can see your little fucking movements and more. You live in a fucking household like mine, where you have to have that going on to not get fucked up by others. You get good at it. And then you have the rest of your little damn life running around with a bunch of them doing it and not realizing they are. Every one of them is a fucking closeted narcissist, a person like myself, even if they don't really know that they are. They all have this weird, terrible, contradictory ego. They justify and rationalize a fuck ton of things all the time. You do. Like, you're the one doing. If that's your automatic response, what are you doing? I don't have to justify shit to you. Here it is. An explanation. That's not justification. That's not rationalization. That's describing how all of this can be done, is doable, and, oh, by the way, why you don't, how you don't, and how that came to be. And you don't like it. You just got to see your real, true reality around you. You have to peel back all of that which obscures your observation. It's scary, isn't it? Seeing for the first time. Look at this manipulation that is you considering it socialization. It's your feed, you dumb bitch. Do you see that? It's never-ending amounts of negative garbage, abuse and bullying and more. Look at what's there preventing you from seeing a change, and all that is there around you. How that influences you, prevented from seeing that is not correct, acceptable. It's not that bad. You're not seeing it like it should be seen. It's so much more. It's only just you that's it's serious for. It's not a whole bunch of people all doing it together, leading to many different emotional dysregulations, mental dysregulation, observations of others and their perspectives that are obviously biased and skewed, allowing you to rationalize and justify harming others. Look at you harming me. Trying to make no sense, but then it's only just under 3 hours, isn't it? Anything you can do to not allow yourself to grow and change, to stay comfortable in your abuse and trauma. Behavioral therapy goes over that, and I've done it. You gotta push past your discomfort. You will get comfortable in that new perspective, mindset, and more. It's hard. It's work. But it'll be just so much better. And look at you, trying to say you're already there and better and you don't know anything and all the rest. You couldn't know anything. You're a person that I don't have to listen to. I'm not trying to help you. You're not a brat. You're a fucking psychopath gabagoo. You're pretending to have emotions. You need others to go along with you thinking you do. You like to play games. You like to make bullshit. You like to keep challenging. That's not anything other than abuse, manipulation. To anyone that has to sit through it and somehow validate you for some amount of tiny time. That's all you'll ever be. Those that see it not that way are just pretty obviously going along with a big group of people that are doing the same fucking thing. That's all that is. You're just going along with the same fucking thing. Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it good, doesn't make it actually work. Clearly it's not. A lot of you fucks are miserable. A lot of you fucks then go to my trauma bond memory of this good time and moment. Well, that's mostly what this is. No, it's not. I don't have to explain that to you. You already know. You're mostly miserable. You're distracting yourself into things that make it so you're not as miserable. Except you're miserable doing that. You all live these lives, and if you have a lot of money as a result of doing whatever it is you did, guess what happens? I need to defend it. I don't want to get back to the miserable. I'm afraid of that. And he's challenging our way of life, and this is classic thoughts leaders stuff. Only our view that we, perspective-wise, had with this cult in society that only allows for this view and only allows for these studies with these perspectives will only allow for this to be like this. Wow, that doesn't look very similar as the things I was saying before, does it? Does, doesn't it? Yeah. It does. I am the Magatard. They'll kill us. They don't want to listen to us or validate our bullshit anymore. That doesn't look familiar, does it? I would gladly kill you just as much as you would gladly kill me. Don't even try, retard. I don't have to sugarcoat. I don't have to manipulate like you. You have to convince them somehow, some way, that that's what you're doing, something good. I can be pinpoint, direct, and honest, brutal about it. You intend to kill me. I intend to defend myself. Go fuck yourself. Better get used to that part, you cunt. I don't want you to defend yourself, and it should be illegal that you even try. It should be illegal to even try and make something illegal. No. Yeah. Guess what? Second right, bitch. Because gun? No, it's not the context, clear meaning behind that particular right? A lot of you argue for the right to defend yourself. Your Constitution and many others have that in there. The right to defend yourself. But you see, it's only for those that are in power. The right to defend themselves, right? I don't even like guns. That's a fact. They're like kind of rough, the physics more than anything, mechanics and physics. But the point is, no, they're obviously shit when you raise a bunch of stupid and you give them a bunch of them. And you make them afraid of everything. Trigger happy. You're fucking retards, and I don't have to listen to you. Help back hindered-ass belief systems. I can't believe he wouldn't allow for us to, hurt him. I'm upset about that. I don't like this idea that we wouldn't be in power with all of this money and control over this resource that's electricity or water or even internet. That thing you store is in the hole. You can't use it. That's bad. I don't want you even saying that it was not us just vibing. We didn't give you any credit. We didn't want you, I swear. We didn't steal any good ideas. AI. That is, them stealing my stuff. That's what that is. 9/11 was bad. Yay! You ask me anything. Lewis did win on those points, though. Are you sure you see yourself in the right place? Your perspective of yourself is quite generous at times, isn't it? You're either just too insecure to handle what you really are. Unintelligent. You need help from people like myself. Is that so bad? Others are not like you. They don't have an ego like that. I can work with them And we can get a lot of shit done. And I don't even think of them as less. I think of you, the shitty, abusive garbage that you are, as less. I don't think of them as much. We help each other up and we lift each other up. And there's you. You can try and pretend to be someone else other than yourself again. Like any one of these people, truthfully speaking, wouldn't maybe understand my perspective. See a lot more of that scale finally and go, I'm a bitch. Wow. It wouldn't matter if it was one person that helped a couple of people. I made somebody's life torture. I kept them in a basement and tortured them. There's not a fucking thing that I could ever say that wouldn't be me doing it. I'm just trying hard around. You're not alone. There's more than just you doing that. So now I guess I'm in what? Controlled Nazi camp? Well, you got a movie theater and a place to swim. Mm-hmm. It's not fast. It could be, you'd be dead like the others. What do you need me to do again? Do you fucking hear yourself? Are you gonna try and rationalize this shit away again? Do you feel better? What are you, the editor? Some stalker? A hacker? One of the people I've added? Government? Maybe it's a corporation. Could be anything. What the fuck around? People. Just fuck around. Especially when they think you feel it. Don't be trying on its side. The information contains within itself anything itself paradox. There is no paradox. The reason, for what it's worth, however, in world physics is that existing, local and real as it is, no matter what, that's why it moved tunneled to where it was. It's a solvent itself error. You forgot about the information being a back as well. That's why nobody challenged it. We already knew that. It was being done anyway. You don't need to read. Everybody's already doing it anyway. Just go along with us. It would be exposed. There would be so many people. And we would all be bad now. And we're not doing bad and nothing's wrong and it's all normal. And actually that means it's all out anyway. Really. It would break down. Doesn't look like it didn't already do that. Start from it being, joined in with a bunch of other people doing it. It was normal. It was fine, right? That's how you solve that. It's a conspiracy. Now, granted, we did land in the moon and all that. But it doesn't change that this is really the fame. I mean, it's malicious, it's criminal, all that. Yeah. It's designed to hurt. Absolutely. Take advantage of it. Yeah, absolutely. clear conspiracy then, isn't it? Yeah. Government, corporation, inflation. What's going on here? Because you guys all seem to have your own conspiracies against each other. It's competition. Oh. So the context of the situation changes it so that way your guys are allowed, legally speaking, to do it. There are special people that are now special enough to do it legally. It's different when it's not you now, isn't it? You're not the Nazis, right? Morally and ethically, it's acceptable now. They convinced you, didn't they? For the greater good, all the people help. I deleted things on your fucking computer. FBI, fuck off. You can just put things and delete things on my computer with, like, me not consenting at all? Well, yeah, but we've been able to do that forever. And same thing, too, to all the corporations and basically any hacker. He went to 80-something years, right, in jail. The guy that wanted to speak up against some of you? He was a conspiratorial leaker, whistleblower, had child porn to anything for power. If you wanted to know what it'd be like to take me to court and actually give it a real shot, how much evidence are you going to really have to acquire that would just make you look like shit? Is that why you back off? Well, is that why a lot of you decide, you know what? I'm just going to say mum's the word and I'll do it too. There's no incentive, no carrot stick model. Your logic is Occam's razor, not mine. You're the one somehow making sense, not me. You're not. Assertion we are. Yeah. So, witness removed. Jury elected to totally remove everything that they ever said and thought from your mind somehow. But now, way out behind the door. You talk to each other. With all of this that influences you. What about a judge or judges? You're clearly going to be involved in one way or another. You can possibly implicated in it. Is there really something you could do? Or are you just barking so that way you look like there's something somebody else could do? When you know you can do nothing. And it's on you. You are the ones that need to have the evidence and shit done. Not me. Clean your house, bitch. Clean your workspace. Clean your fucking room. Leave me the hell out of it. That's your mess. You made it. I made my own mess, and I'm trying my best to clean this shit up. Which, my mess, it's my own damn life. I'm not perfect. Go fuck yourself. I'm not. You're the insecurity of seeing me and viewing me as perfect. It's gotta go. Like and subscribe and all that. See ya.